I am queen of the tiny peen club. Hello, Cameron. Hello, Ants, Lobster, and Degenerate. What's up, Freds? Oh, of course. I wasn't yawning, and then I switched scenes, and I'm like, you know what? I'm ready for a nap. Fuck you, stop yawning. I'm driving. I don't need this. Hi, Crust. Oh, bro. General. You guys know how I've been, like, bitching about my tablet? And I was just like, no, it's not working right. It's not working right. I don't know what's going on. I've tried everything. I've tried everything. Ah! Your streamer, you see, is a bit dumb. And I feel like that's nothing new. But this is some next level dumbassery. Small PP, big PP energy. But so let me describe the problem that I was experiencing for a while, because I guess I could just recreate it, right? So I don't know how to make this more obvious with a bigger like a bigger pen. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell that, like, it's going from pen to, like, color, like trying to be a color picker, right? And my troubleshooting went a little something like, okay, maybe it's the pen. I have another pen. So I went into the box where my closet where my other Cintiq is, and got it out, only to knock like 5 things on top of me and then break an ornament that Grand Mio gave me. I need to, okay. Thankfully that can be fixed. Fairly easily. It was a really clean break. I'm not happy about it, but like, I guess it can always be worse, right? And the worst part is I was on the phone with her when I was like digging it out. And I just go, ah! You know, she goes, oh my god, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. And I see the thing on the floor, and I was like, oh, the ornament you got me. And but I told her, I was like, I can fix it. And she's like, okay, sweetie. I'm like, I'm sorry, Grandma. So I get the pen out, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like trying to draw, and I'm like, huh, maybe it was that, right? Feels like it's working, you know, everything's great, you know, working as intended. I was chilling. And then I'm like, wait a second, it's still happening. What is going on? So for shits and giggles, I was like, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the nib. So I replaced the nib on the original pen. And voila, it works again. Yippee! Nah. So I go and check the Wacom drivers. I was like, okay, there's an update. Sure, I'll try that. And it didn't seem to make a difference. I grab my remote, I grab my pen, you know, and I get to work. And I'm like, it's still not working. Alright, so by this point, I was just frustrated and like, I was just gonna end up doing this on my iPad. Which is where I did like 90% of the line art. And that night, I noticed I had a Windows update, so I was like, you know what? Fine. Windows update. I hate letting you update, but you know, it is what it is at this point. I'm at the end of my rope to fix this problem. And especially with having a commission, I don't want, like, taking, like, too long or whatever. So I've got all of that going on. Resolution on the screen is a big problem with my tablet. Yeah, it's awkward because my monitors are my two that I use for like everything, they're just 1080, but my tablet's a fucking 4K. So anytime I go from like from my drawing tablet like over to a main monitor, I am like, where's my mouse? I can't find it because it's so much smaller. So that's always funny. Also, good shit pawn. But so at this point, I'm just, dude, I'm so frustrated. And I got on my computer earlier, and I was like, all right, maybe I'll just suck it up. I want to get this done, but I don't know what I'm gonna do going forward. Yeah, Pawn, that's what I'm yapping about right now. And the android's stressed, but we can get into that after. I was like, you know what, I'll just suck it up. I'll just deal with the randomness of this happening. Like, I just gotta power through it for the commission, then I can fix. And then when I was sitting here earlier, I was like holding my remote. It's working now. So I was sitting here holding my remote, and I have dropped this thing several times. And like, there's been a, like sometimes I'll like leave it on my lap and like get up and forget that it's on my lap, and then it'll fall to the floor and blow. And I'll forget that it's on my lap, and it'll fall like a couple feet to the ground, which I don't know about you guys. The case of something should not break on like a 2-foot fall, but that's besides the point right now. So I was sitting here and I was like drawing, and I was like, oh, this is so annoying. I gotta figure this out, because it would stop for a while, and then it would happen consistently, right? Like, is it something with the fact that the back of the remote is cracked? So I start like squeezing the remote and just trying to replicate it and seeing if that was it. It was the remote, but not for any fault other than my own. The Express Keys remote that you can get for Intuoses or for Cintiqs and stuff, there's a little like, they kind of look like this, right? There's a button here, there's a ring, and then there's keys all over it. You know, if you click this button in the middle, there are 3 little modes that it can switch between to assign like different keybinds to. On this first one, this ring has a keybind, but that keybind does not line up with any specific control on my art program. I, in fact, don't use the ring at all. I use the buttons down here to navigate all around my canvases. It turns out that I had clicked that middle button and activated the ring. So every time I put my hand or touched, rather, like brushed up against that ring, the keybind was activated. Which I guess I guess there must be some conflict somewhere. But but every time I touched it is when the color picked up. And I am, yeah, like right now, for example, I'm kind of like, like the way I usually sit when I draw is like, so my desk is sitting in front of me and my tablet's like here, right? Mic's here. So I am sitting here, like under my desk. Hands on the tablet. And my other hand's like on my lap with the remote in it. Is it just easier than binding stuff to a keyboard? Honestly, for most applications, no. Because I used to, like, when I'd have a big keyboard and have a number pad, I would just, like, bind it to, like, these, like, to the number keys. So yeah, because of the way I sit here with it, like, just on my lap. Yeah. So without even really thinking about it, I've noticed, like, now, like, I'll kind of just stop and think about it for a second, but I can feel my hand, like, touching the ring. Being able to rest your hand wherever seems really nice, though. It's always, ugh, I gotta lift my hand up. Normally, when I had, like, a smaller tablet that wasn't a screen tablet, I would just put my keyboard beside it. So one hand was constantly planted on the keyboard, and the other one was pen in hand. But not like I do enough stuff to really have that happen. You see, I draw from time to time. Once in a while, perhaps. Maybe. But once I figured it out, and I just sat back, just leaned back as far as I could. Ugh! I'm so stupid. Also been seeing some stuff on Twitter, like artists like making like different overlays with like a hand track one. I want to figure that out. I kind of want that to like make it look like, I saw someone who was like making it look like a tablet and had like a hand that would track over top. Really cool. Like, thank God you figured it out. But also, what the fuck? I don't even remember. I guess, like I said, I guess I just had to like click the button, and I must have just bumped it without realizing one day. So I might have just like bumped it when I wasn't looking at the screen, so I didn't see the mode switch. My tablet I flip upside down so the buttons are on the left-hand side. Depending on the brand, it should have like somewhere in the software you should be able to like choose what side the buttons are on. I know with my old Intuos I could do that. I tried using the buttons on like the tablet. I did not like that. Did not work for me. I'm conflicted on the side. Like the hand things. It's cool. Yeah, no, I definitely feel that. I wonder, like, maybe if I should just change my art overlay to be a little more, like... I don't know yet. We'll see. I mean, this is working for me right now. I don't really know how to set all of that up. They are hard. Yeah, no, my Intuos had like buttons on the physical tablet, like clicky ones. I was definitely able to reorient like what side they were facing in the software, so you could turn the tablet whatever direction you wanted. I found that to be pretty cool, actually. That's a nice little quality life. That being said, though, I think what when I need to replace this tablet for whatever reason, I think I'm done with Wacom products, honestly. Because going back, I keep talking about that Intuos a lot. That's because I used that thing for 10 years with not a single problem with it. The only problem that I had was from me dropping the pen and the button, like, broke off. But it was still completely functional. I was like, you know what, whatever. Like, when I draw, I don't use the pen buttons at all. Personally, I don't use the pen buttons. I use, you know, I guess I use the remote, but that can replaced with a keypad. But like, you know, the pen buttons seem like they'd be so weird to constantly like. Yeah, I don't. Because I rewrapped my 480 pen yesterday. And I was like, I just wish you did not have buttons. Back when I had a non-screen tablet, I would use the buttons very, very infrequently. Like, if I was just using it to navigate around my computer for something, yeah, I would probably use them to, like, right-click something. But that was not a common occurrence. I have a Gallimon, it's pretty good, would recommend. Honestly, the new tablet shopping hopefully won't be for a little bit longer. Because, like, I like this. I liked everything about this one that I have, except for the fact that there's that yellow spot that just will not stop showing up. And I was looking at the Huion, display tablets, and they have the same amount of pressure, like, same amount of, same amount of pressure levels, same screen size. The one thing I don't know about, and I've not done enough research on myself, is color accuracy. Like, that's one thing I do enjoy about this tablet, is the fact that, I know my colors are accurate. Now, whether they're displaying accurately on other monitors and stuff, well, whatever, I guess. I know they're right. But yeah. This guy on Reddit was like 3D printing pens for tablets without buttons, so maybe having them made. Not really sure. The only person interested. Nah, there would be two of us, but to be fair, at least on Wacom tablets, you can also deactivate the buttons on the pens if you really want to. I like everything else about their tablet pens. Like, the one I'm using on this tablet is a Pro Pen 2. It's got a good shape. It's like it's ergonomic. And I think that's why I wrap my OSU tablet pens so fat, because I was playing OSU with like one of these style pens for a while. I just don't think that I can feel them. Yeah. I mean, I can't feel them on my OSU. I just have so much tape on it. My OSU pen looks so silly. Got the funny rare 480. Where Elden Ring, things didn't go according to plan today. I was supposed to Elden Ring if everything, like, lined up. No, it's starting to slip a little. I don't know, like, I think the default 480 pen is fine. But I ended up having one of the newer, like, the newer tablets originally, and that pen was just even skinnier. And that is when I, like, really started wrapping it. And then I just carried it over. And also, like, this might be a little gross, but I feel like at least Osu players can relate. Nerves make my hands sweaty, and the grip tape at least helps, like, eat some of that. What tablet do you have? Let's go! 5-stream streak! It's the larger one, the one you use. Oh, like the 640 or what, 680? I feel like that pen's fat compared to the new ones. 670. I think you're right. I still can't get over how lucky I got with my 480 though. Like, it was technically used. It was open but never taken out of the, like, foam. And then I take it out of the phone and I've already scratched it because I dropped it. Right on par with Linus drop tips. Mio drop tablet. Not find a new one to buy. Found one on. I wouldn't say OfferUp's OfferUp or Mercari. They're not really obscure. They're just depending on, like, because I know where I live, OfferUp is fucking dead. But my friend in California, his is popping. You ever heard of Mercari? I think I've sold on there I think I sold on there a few times before I went to Marketplace. And even then, apparently, did I ever tell you guys about the time that I realized I had a Marketplace seller rating? And your girl has a 1-star rating from one person? It was basically... it was when I was selling a lot of, like, retro games. It was right before I moved out, and I was like, I love these, and I spent a lot of time, like, searching flea markets and stuff for them, but I'm not in a position where I can really keep them right now. So I was like, if I really want to play something, I will procure it again in a manner. So I was selling it, and then I think I did get an offer, and I got a lot of offers for it because it was like so many games, so many consoles, like just about every console you can think of, like pre-Wii was in there, maybe except for some of the Sega ones and a SNES. But the review went something along the lines of, like, agreed to meet up and then, like, said there was family issues or something and that they were going to keep them. And then I saw the same lot on Marketplace the next day. And I like, keep in mind, this was like 4 years ago or so now. And I was like, I don't remember. Like, so I don't really remember how it went, but there was definitely a few people that I had come across or that messaged me about it that I was just not comfortable with meeting them. There was just something about their Facebook profile or something, or the way that they messaged me that gave me the creep. So instead of having my internal wiring be external wiring, I think I probably made up some excuse that I couldn't do it. And then I ended up selling to someone else. Now, unless this is the same, I don't think it is the same guy, because I did end up selling it to someone. And when I was going through everything with the guy, I was like, wait a second, I'm missing. Like, there's some of this stuff missing. And I was like, shit. And he's like, okay, well, I think I wanted like $250 for it all. And he's like, well, I'll do $220 for it since you're missing stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And I told him, I was like, I think I know where the rest of it is. I think I just forgot to grab a box from my attic. I'll go home and look, and I'll let you know. And he's like, okay. And, well, I never found it. I actually have it with me now. I still have it. And honestly, I'm glad I didn't get rid of that box, because that's the one with my GameCube in it. And I think my modified PlayStation 1. So I think there's a GameCube in there, the modded PS1 Mini, and like a fat PlayStation 2. Granted, I don't think I have the cords for any of them except for the GameCube, maybe. But that's... I can go to any thrift store, any Goodwill, any like local thrift store probably, and find the cords, or eBay for dirt cheap. I'm sure companies are still making these cords, honestly. I'm pretty sure all PlayStations have used the same power cable. But the thing, I know the mini one didn't. The mini one used like a normal like DC Jack the Barrel plug. I know that for a fact. Dude, I was trying to sell an old PC case on eBay in like 2016. And I shit you not, 3 years later, someone fucking purchased this item. I was like, bro, I don't know where it is anymore. Yeah, I know the mini one used a barrel plug. And then I also would have to get my hands on some kind of HDMI adapter, which those I feel like can't be too hard to find. I want the screen for the mini one so bad. But people want like stupid amounts of money for it. Don't buy a cheap...
Stealth bonk.
Not very stealth. Don't cheap out on the adapter. Well, I'm saying that, like, I can most definitely, like, find them still. Not gonna lie, just... Yeah, Yeah, I remember, I remember the GameCube looking good on a larger screen. Because my parents had, a larger TV in our living room growing up. I don't remember how big it was, but it definitely was like, it definitely was like a 65. How many times... I disabled Vanish a long time ago. But that actually feels like a compliment coming from DGen, so I'll take it. I could use it today. But the GameCube did fairly well at larger, like, on larger screens. That being said, I also vaguely remember, like, hooking up, like, hooking up the PlayStation to play, like, Pro Skater or something and being like, wow, this looks like shit. One of these. If you can use the original red, white... Oh, the RCA cable. Well, I did. I was using the original RCA ones with the TV. I don't know, it just didn't. It just didn't. The GameCube definitely slapped. But I still, the one thing that I knew I was going to keep into my adulthood was 110% though. My Wii. And like, I know we have like Switch sports, but they do not hit as hard at all. Like, I hate, okay, hate is probably a very, very strong word in this, but I really don't like, I really don't like the bowling on the Switch. It just feels so wrong because you don't let go of the trigger on it. I hear holding onto your Wii is a fetish. What? Had to hold you, yippee! I literally gave it to some people that probably just lost it. You wanna know the good news though, Ants? They're like a dime a dozen. You can probably go to eBay and get a working one for like $15. There's so many Wiis. I love the fact that they're not rare. I want to get, once I get my housing situation figured out, I think I'm gonna invest, in more the Wii, like the Wii Motion Plus. I think I'm gonna get some more of the Wii. But I think I'm gonna get more of the Motion Plus controllers because Wii Sports Resort. Ah, did that hit, man. The flying around the island. Yes! Yes! The amount of time I spent just flying around the Wii Island, driving around Simpsons Hit and Run Land, and in the Kirby Air Ride, just fucking off in the free roam. I wish games back then had those statistics. Anyone else have a black Wii U or is it just me? I knew exactly one person with the Wii U. And also, hi Ari. I own 2 of the fuckers. Sorry, I'm on a bit of a passion yap. I spent way too much time fighting to a draw against some Matt. I loved the sword fighting! Ah! The black Wii U is the rarer one. Like I said, I knew one person with one in general. That's it. You're the second person that I think I've ever spoken to who's mentioned they had a Wii U. I'm not even joking. And all she did was play Splatoon. The memory degradation. That's crazy. You guys missed out. The free game was actually really fucking fun. I know someone with the Wii Mini. Like the red and black one, or the all red? I don't remember if it was red and black or what it was. It was at least partly red. It was like the one that like had just like the normal like clicky. The wee mini, my condolences to them. Hello, Shadow. No, backwards compatibility is not a fate I wish on any Wii owner. Yeah, this ad says it's a Wii for sale for $8, but it's just the fucking stand. They don't say shit about that. Alright. I'm gonna go to Marketplace and type in Wii and see what pops up in like the first, what is that? A convertible Geo Metro! Oh my god! Can I have 3,500, anyone? Let's see. Oh my god, that's right. I looked up crab ashtray earlier. Let's see. Used Wii, price negotiable. And it looks like it comes with everything. $50. $25. And it has Tiger Woods Golf. Okay, well maybe Marketplace is extortionist, but oh, here's yeah, I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace. This guy wants $100, but it looks like it has a ton of shit, like all the guns, all the like the fat controllers for the Wii, and all of that. But I see Call of Duty Black Ops. I can't see what this yellow game is. Baja Yo? I don't know, man. You used to play what? Did people actually play COD on the Wii? You guys are lying. No, I don't believe this. I was in a clan and everything. No. That's crazy. Hunger Games like group. Oh my god. Sounds like we gotta get you back. You need to go back to the old folks' home, Gramps. The COD 4 wasn't bad. The graphics weren't like so crazy. The aiming was kind of like, that's what I feel like would be the worst part of it. It would be the aiming. Doesn't want a Space Odyssey is 23 years old. Very good, D-Gen. Very good. Once you get very neat, once you got used. Black Ops was kind of shit because it just looked so bad. I really did not get into COD until I never had an Xbox. I know I've said that before. I know that's not... I think I have the DS version. All my DS games are like in the abyss that is my closet that's in here. So I cannot confirm nor deny, but I think I have it. Brain malfunction. Well, he uses text a lot. I wonder if anyone still plays COD 4. I think all online services for Wii have been brutalized. I don't think any of the servers are, at least none of the official Nintendo servers are up. I'm sure there is a group of lunatics probably running their own like private server for that stuff. I would not be surprised. Yeah, I'm driving right now. You don't want me to take my hands off the wheel and my eyes off the road? I didn't. I think Space Bunny was just making fun of your typing. Guess what you're making? Tacos? This car, and I don't know. It's great. It has lane assist, so it keeps me straight. Laptops are so good. I can make food and watch a movie. Yes, I'm making tacos. How did I know? Matches the... I had my previous Civic had all of that on it, right? I always found the adaptive cruise control to be like a little too aggressive with it. I will admit I liked the adaptive, like the lane assist. I liked it, but I didn't, because where I live, it is dodge the pothole or it'll eat your car. So there are times that like, you know, I'm driving around and I'm like, oop, I don't want to hit that because I'm actually paying attention. And a lot of it, right? But the car would like try to jerk the wheel back and be like, hey, lane assist. Which I think I read somewhere that you can actually turn it off, but I don't have to worry about it anymore. But I never got that far. I didn't really drive all that much, but I was annoyed every time I did. Not gonna lie, I actually hate all these features, but it does mean I can take my hands off the wheel when the car gets angry. Yeah, I also had a lot of problems with mine being like, put your hands on the wheel. And they were. Like, it's like the driver like alertness or something. I don't know, that stuff actually just... It annoyed me more than I felt like it helped me. That being said, I don't have any of that shit on my car now. I have a backup camera and a Bluetooth speaker. Or like Bluetooth audio. This car plays pretty nice too. I'm putting feta on my tacos. Surprisingly good. I'm just glad this thing doesn't have fatigue recognition or eye tracking. Oh god. Brother. I still want to get like a proper like plate my phone in my car. I mean, usually like it's not typically a problem because I have like all the music controls and stuff on my steering wheel. God, that's terrifying. But I think I would like a place to put it that isn't in like a cup holder when I'm driving to places I know. Because that gets a little annoying. And I've got a group of friends, right? I know. Crazy. I have friends. Absurd. Unheard of. But my particular group of friends, most of us have pretty speedy cars, right? And we like to turn off noise suppression on Discord and do polls when we're all hanging out sometimes. I'd like a better place to put my phone for shenanigans like that, but that's really not. I don't even have like a good place on my dashboard to put like my Miata has like this like suction cup one, which I got with the car, by the way. Isn't that neat? A little bonus. You know, I swore to myself. I said, I am not going to mod my Civic. I said, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna baby it. And now I'm getting like, I'm like, blow off valve, blow off valve, blow off valve, blow off valve, exhaust, exhaust. And then I get reminded of how much I still owe on it, and then I'm like, ah, maybe not. Later when the bank doesn't owe 90% of it. Honestly, I would probably do the exhaust now because like, not that it's an easy job in the sense of it's just a bunch of bolts and stuff. It's not a quick job, but it's an easy job. But I also, I want it to be just a wee bit louder. I hear people like on the highway like send their cars, and I'm like, well, I want to do that, and I do it, and my car's just like, hi. Yeah, and if I give in to the exhaust and the blow-off valve, I'll just be like, ah, well, I've already done this. Pluto, thank you for the follow. Hello. It's honestly so much smarter to do it before it gets all rusty. My Miata would like to have a word with you. Pluto is a planet! It's a facepalm! Well, when it's all rusty, you could just cut it off. I mean, how long do you think I'm gonna be paying on my car? 7 years. Actually, that's... I think I'm on a 5 or 6. Accurate. Oh, I don't know. I just live in New England, so stuff Russ. I mean, PA is not exceptional. Like, he's not that much different in terms of Russ. My other car that I had though, my first car that my grandparents gave me, I sold it to someone here. Because one of my friends just needed a car for the interim. And the used car market was like at its all-time shit fest. Right? And I wanted to go for the inspection because I'm like, I want to see how bad this car actually is, because I had beaten on it. And just, I drove it for... like... over like 8 years or something like that. I don't know. 7, 8 years? And so I went on to the inspection and they had it up on the lift. And they're like, do you guys want to come? Like, they're like, okay, we found a couple things. But do you guys want to come out and like see? And like, so they take us under the car and they're like, rust wise, it looks fantastic. I was like, nice. You know what I mean? Because I am a big advocate of getting your car cleaned, even in the winter, even when it's cold and it's probably gonna freeze back over a bit. Have to get that salt off. The salt's the killer. So they're like, yeah, the rust is fine. I'm like, nice. But I think the front struts were like absolutely busted. I was like, huh, I didn't know that. I remember I took it in at some point during my ownership and was like, it squeaks something fierce when going downhill. And I had it looked at then and they're like, oh yeah, your rotors are well, how do I put this in? They're fucked. And like the guy looks at me and he goes, we're not trying to like screw you over or anything. The guy who looked at your car literally took out the calipers and like measured it. And I was like, I know what happened. My genius step parental unit decided to grind my rotors down so they wouldn't be wobbly anymore. And you can do that a little bit, but not to the amount that this... He's like, why? And I was just like, don't ask me. And he's like, all right, well, it's going to be about $250 to replace them. And I'm like, okay, please. My Honda Element didn't get clean more than twice in 6 years. Oh. I want to replace the engine. Don't you? Yeah. And you can like take off like ever so little by hand, but it's just not advisable. It was just... ugh. I just had to explain to him that it's just like... was not my doing. I'm surprised he didn't try to slot them. Just hit it with an angle grinder them. Arc one eyeball. I don't know. Like I said, that's not my car anymore. I know I told you guys about the one day, well, this wasn't even one day, it was recently, it was in June. Alright, good night, T. I went to go get my Miata inspected, and the lady working the desk like starts to go over to the Type R, and I was like, I had to stop her and go, no, not that car. And you can just see the visible like the disappointment on her face. She's like, not this one? Like, no, the other little red one. When I picked it up, she was like, I really wanted to drive it. She goes, you'll bring it back when you need it inspected so I can drive it? And I was like, yes. That is if I even live close enough. I'd use an angle guard to cut some of the bearing grease on the... I can't believe the wheel never flew off. Ants. So, chat, when I finally get into a house, we're gonna start a donation fund to, like, completely pimp out the Miata, right? Yeah. That sounds like the worst use of money. Speaking of wheels coming off, my dad told me a story once. No way! I've also been told a story once or twice. I also just got completely roasted the other day. Talking about Miata parts. And I was like, yeah, stairs at the eBay special reps in my living room. And I got, you still haven't done that? Oh. Bro. Got a lot of shit going on. I'm a stressy and depressy android at the moment. I've been really preparing for this interview. I've been like writing notes and everything. Like, I'm gonna go back and write some more notes later. I do feel better about it now than I did yesterday, but it's just like, bro, my entire job pretty much rides on this interview. No pressure or anything. He was driving to work one day and saw a wheel roll down the street while he was stopped at a light and said, wow, what fuckwit. Doesn't know how to put on a wheel. Then he tried to move his car. But he couldn't because it was his wheel. Oh! That's funny. Yeah, my interview tomorrow is on stuff that I've worked with and lived, so it's just more so about saying the things that the interviewers want to hear. He was a mechanic, by the way. Happens to the best of us. Completely on another topic, mind you. So, when Otto's new album is up for like pre-order, I just grabbed all of her albums. Like, I don't really listen to physical media music, But I like to have it sometimes, like, just in case. Especially with, like, international artists that can kind of be ripped off of, like, streaming platforms at any time. But I got the notification yesterday that it shipped. And it's already, like, I missed the delivery window for it. I think it got into town a little too late. But it made it from Japan to Pennsylvania overnight. Crazy. June, to be fair, I'm a bike mechanic and my bikes are collapsed most of the time. Yeah, overnight. It's like local. You know, do you guys understand how fucking good it is to have like 5 mechanics in your family? No, I couldn't be so lucky. Oh man, what else is bothering the Mio noggin right now? I get things overnight from and all the time. Let's see! For me, it's like a 16-hour plane flight. Not like, what is it, like probably like 5 at most? From Australia? Smash. I order a lot of stuff for work, like parts and stuff, and sometimes it takes like two. Yeah, and Honda took their good old sweet time getting me a fuel pump when I needed. But my like cargo tray, instantly, basically, next day. Order seals from Ukraine. It's here. 8 hours. So yeah, your flight to Japan is roughly the same flight from coast to coast. Here. One country. One country, by the way. What is that line? That's supposed to be error. Plastered. Wait, no, not plastered. Nailed. Blammed. Park. I'm not even drunk. I was drunk last night, but I'm sober today. I live in a country that's the same size as America. I got you. Grassy ass. Do it again. No! Interview tomorrow, then celebratory or Sag drinking tomorrow. And I can't even get lit Friday night. Because I have to... Well, maybe. Maybe. I shouldn't. Because I have... I possibly have a house that I'm gonna go see on Saturday morning at, like, the butt-fuck crack of dawn. And by that I mean, like, 9:30 in the morning. And then I have to go visit family to go through some of the stuff that I have at my grandparents' house. And then I have to go to my fucking cousin's birthday party. And I had to buy 2 sets of everything! 2 sets! Fuck you, uncle, for having twin girls! probably gonna be expected to buy gifts for the other kids. That spoiler alert, I don't like at all. I don't fucking like this kid at all. I've been thinking about this for a while, but I think it would be cheaper for everyone involved just to do a meetup in Japan. Damn, you hate us. No, trust me, I'd rather be drinking. Hello, Rifki. How are you? Is that chat window? Oh, I need to pop it back out. YouTube's doing that thing where it's not updated on OBS. Djin. You're doing wrong. You buy an outfit and then you make them fight over who gets the top and bottom part. Oh my god. That's actually hilarious. That is some shit I would do. For all the tickers. For the all ticker it. Don't you mean, surely that's what you meant, Ants. Look, if we split an Airbnb, I don't mind paying $350 for it. Must be nice only paying $350 for a flight to Japan. I'm pretty sure like some of the cheaper ones from the States are like $1,200. I think the flight's the most expensive part of it. Man, I like having commissions, but I also kind of hate them. It's such a weird, like, love-hate relationship. On one hand, I'm like, yay, people like me enough and they want my art. Yeah, yippee. But on the other hand, it's like, I can't live up to my own standards. I did like 2 weeks there. Flights and accommodation were like $3,500. Must be nice. Disregard standards, make the best thing that you can now. Holy shit, that's profound. Alright, to be fair, the entire- yeah, you probably- oh my god, how much shit did you have to ship home? Or how many bags did you have to check on the way home? That's actually what got me to make progress on the reference. Yeah, the one I said I'd help with and then ended up forgetting all about it, and then you just swing in sending me a picture of it one day. Yeah, I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. That was like a lot of alcohol and attraction. I think Mio plan is to I think the Mio plan is to try to get into a house, get her finances kind of in order. I mean, they're not terribly like not in order as it is now. But I'd like to go maybe next year if I can. But I'll have to see where I'm at. The current plan is to win like $1 billion in the lottery. Help a sister out. I gotta. I don't know, I lost my train of thought again. If I do win $1 billion, I will buy you a nice throw pillow. Honestly, sick. I think if any of my friends were to win like a serious lottery, I don't really think I'd want like. First of all, if I won the lottery, I'm not telling anyone. I would give you nothing. And that is the way I would prefer it. Because just because someone I know wins the lottery doesn't mean I'm entitled to their winning. If I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs, as there's every generation of Miata sitting in my driveway. With hard tops. I have gotten in massive arguments with my family about hypothetically winning the lottery, and I'm telling you something, and then move the fuck away, and you can't find me. Well, what I really need to do is I need to start saving for a trip to Ireland, so I want to take my grandma. I think my grandma, if I'm remembering correctly, and I mean, who else am I gonna fucking ask? Not my mom. I'm pretty sure my grandma's always wanted to go on a trip to Ireland, and I'd love to pay her way. My signs would be brand new house for my parents, another for myself, and all the Gunpla and Kamen Rider figures. And I would expect nothing less. It says fuck you money, no one knows rich. And they made this. That's such the awkward thing about like winning the lottery. I kind of understand where the family comes from, but at the same time, they didn't win. Is it the nice thing to help your family and do stuff for them in case of like that? Yes, absolutely. Should you be expected to? Absolutely not. I also told my sister for some reason she got very mad that if she won, I wouldn't accept a thing from her. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would. It would have to depend on the sum, but I definitely would probably slide some friends. Be like, shh, tell nobody. You put this in a savings account or invest it. You know, buy yourself a toy. Now, if we're being serious, if you win the lottery, yeah, you know, you get. Yeah, I think, yeah, that. You definitely have the correct idea here. Some states make you come public about it, though. But if it was like, I think in my case, if I won something astronomical, like 500 million plus, I definitely think I'd be sliding like some of my closest friends and family 15 to 30 grand and be like, you can take 5 of it, buy whatever the fuck you want with it. But the rest of that is going into, you know, investments or some other like saving. Set yourself up for life. I'm helping you out. Like, I just want you all to know that lottery winnings are tax-free over here. All right. Say something to show your face. I think you can have your lawyer say you don't consent. Like, I think you can find a way around it. I'm not, probably if you have enough money, you definitely can pull one off, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't want to be filthy. I just want to be comfy. Like, I want to be comfy and enjoy some of the finer things in life. But I've been looking at houses recently, and the one night, oh, that's what I was saying. Kind of lost my train of thought for a second. And I was seeing these crazy, like, multi-million-dollar houses, and I'm just like, who lives in? Imagine being comfy in a car that could go 400 kilometers per hour. If this is allowed, definitely pay an artist to make it look completely different. I mean, you probably could. Just show up in like a cosplay. If the men find out that we can shapeshift, they're going to tell the church. Just described cosmetic surgery. No, I think she's saying like temporarily. Like just like wig makeup, like silicone features to cover. That's what I was getting from all that. Ah! The rut. Then said the band word. And Cyborg 2i. Cyborg 2i got your ass. Hello, Saints. Hey, yo. How's the farts going? It's going. I thought I was gonna get this done today. The more I look at the time and realize that I still have to like prep for my interview tomorrow. I'm thinking I'm gonna put the base colors down and then call it at least a night on streaming. So I'm about halfway through, I'm about halfway through the notes that I want to write, so... Still gotta go over dumb tech stuff. Where's Corva when I need him? Yapping is her love language. Yeah, I love to yap! I've actually been a really chatty girl today. I've been really chatty today, like extra chatty. Love a chatting. Oh, I just had a lot of shit to bitch about today. Like, how about falling in love with the house today? To reach out to my realtor and be like, oh my god, I love it. And her to be like, okay, let me get the info on. And then she comes back and goes, so there might be something wrong with the foundation. Apparently, the previous owners had some anchors installed in the walls, but we don't know anything else about it right now. So I was like, can you get me the info of like who installed them? So I can call them and see, like, what they did. Like, is it just, oh, we put one up in the corner because the one brick was starting to get a little funky? Or is it, oh yeah, we did the entire basement. That foundation's shot. And to which my realtor said, she will ask. He goes, chat, I fell in love. this place is like, it's modern enough, but they managed to keep, they kept a lot of like the original like cuteness about it. I stayed on Airbnb last week and it's like in a place where the build code is super lax. They had a chain hold the back of the house together. Yikes! It's a very old house. But still, the one I'm looking at is almost 100 years old, and potential foundation side, not being held together with chains. There's no code, you're right. Those tacos are good. What did I had chicken for dinner. I just baked some chicken breast, had a salad with it. But I took some mushrooms and like put them on the tray with the chicken, so like the juice and the like butter would cook with the mushrooms. Bro, best idea. A chicken fried steak sandwich and potato chips. I'm gonna make like bacon and cabbage. How many tacos do you eat in a week, Ans? I mean, literally for dinner last night, all I made was Kraft mac and cheese because I just could not be bothered to cook. I was like, I'm just gonna make some mac and cheese. Freaking beans. Or 5 days a week. Do you just live on the toilet? What kind of Mexican food are you guys eating that like has you like marrying the porcelain throne? My bowel movements are very healthy. I pride myself in that. Taco Bell is struggling to survive here. Oh my god, Taco Bell is so good. I've been fiending for a quesadilla from there. Because, like, you can buy, at least in the States, you can buy the quesadilla, like, the Chipotle sauce. But it's not the same. Taco Bell's a greasy bastardization of Tex-Mex if not for Baja Blast. Dude. I have a whole, like, case of Baja Blast in my kitchen right now. I have to limit myself to one a day, otherwise I would drink the entire thing. That, and I can drink McDonald's sweet tea all day. All day! Let the intrusive thoughts win, shotgun the whole case. my waistline with like a word with that. McDonald's sweet tea is too sweet. No! It's perfect! McDonald's sweet tea is like my peak sweet. And if I can't have McDonald's, then I want Gold Peak. Okay, Gold Peak is pretty good. Isn't sweet tea like 2.5 pounds of sugar with the essence of tea? Basically, I like normal tea. Like, don't get me wrong. I miss living at my parents' because we had spearmint that would like grow. I'd go grab a giant like handful of tea or of mint. And I would just boil that shit. Boil that in the water and then put your tea bags in and then you chill it. I honestly really liked doing that with chai tea. Well, you know what? It's a good thing I'm going home this week and I'm gonna have to go grab a handful of it if it's still there. Oh god. Or like the chai, like the cinnamon. Like, it's like the cinnamon or clove tea. But it's marketed as like chai. Okay. You could take that up with Twinnings, not me. Hey, Panda. I knew D-Gen was gonna have a shit fit about this. Got it, buying gasoline for the marketing department in Minecraft. Donating. You guys are so terrible. You know what? Now I'm going to make it a point to say Twinnings every time, just to exclusively trigger you. I'm not calling it Twinings. That just sounds terrible. Meow. When do you guys ever do anything for my sanity? It's a lot of take here. Gross. I exist, isn't that enough? I mean, this sword icon means part of my job is for your sanity, and part of it is against your sanity. I was yapping about something earlier, and my friend goes, well, if you think about it, streaming is just customer service job. And I'm like, fuck, you're right. I don't like that, though. Thanks, I'm gonna quit now. Honestly, I felt the exact same. When it was put that way, I was like, God damn it. Customer service where you're allowed to tell the customer to fuck off and not come back. Yeah, but I gotta be an uwu tuber. That's just customer service in Australia. Yeah, the culture surrounding some stuff in Australia seems like right up my alley. Like, oh, customers being, you know, a piece of shit. Yeah, get out of here. Not, yes, let me go get my manager so she'll override your coupon that is expired by 6 years. And not even for the store. And we don't, like, match competitors' coupons. But no, I insist. As you're walking to the back. God fucking damn it. I think I'm gonna have to move the position of the eyes. I think it's a little funky right now, but there's placeholders for now. Like customer service, the amount of times I've said to customers, fuck you. I'm taking this shit back to the depot is quite high. Oh my god, my eyes. But on the bright side, I am almost done with what I'm gonna do for today. Because I really have a lot riding on tomorrow, so I need to be as mentally prepared as I can be. And I hate that. Wake up, bonk. Something very different. I'm hoping I'll be okay. I don't want my manager to have to try to pull something out of his arse again. Are you interviewing for a promotion? No! I'm interviewing for a project that if I don't get, I have like 5 days, less than 5 days to find something and at least start interviewing for it. If not, I'm out of a job. Yippee! Oh my god, there's a cat. I'm a delivery driver. But I like my cozy job. I like... Yeah, that's why I'm writing notes and stuff, and I'm really gonna do my Kanye best. But I think this is where I'm gonna leave art for. I'll have plenty of time tomorrow to work on it. Your Kanye best, that way. Alright, yeah, I think this is a good place to leave this. Thanks for the eyes, I think. I don't know if it's just because they're a flat color right now or what, but they look a little funky. I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, Michael, terrible timing! No! God said I have to become even more divorced, kind of. Oh. But... I think this is where I leave for the night. I'm off tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Friday. So yeah. Yippee! Of course, I'll let everyone know how everything goes. And as soon as I tell my family what goes on, you guys will be the second to know. But on that note, thanks for stopping by. I will see you all soon. Oh yeah, so Mio. Goodbye!